This conference will now be recorded.
సో నిన్నటి క్లాస్లో డౌట్స్ అని ఉన్నాయండి. హలో,
Yeah, sir.
Hello.
Good evening.
యా గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్. నిన్నటి క్లాస్లో డౌట్స్ అని ఉన్నాయా మీకు?
Clear గానే ఉంది సార్.
ఓకే ఓకే. సో మీరు పెద్ద కంపల్సరీగా ప్రాక్టీస్ అయితే చేయండి. సో మీరు సెట్ ఆపరేటర్స్ మీద ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏమైనా తీసారా? నాకు ఒకసారి మీరు టాపిక్ అయిపోయిన వెంటనే అన్నిటికీ ఇంటర్వ్యూ క్వశ్చన్స్ తీసి పోస్ట్ చేస్తారా గ్రూప్లో కొంచెం?
ఓకే.
నేను ఈరోజు మీకు ఒక 3 ఆడియో ఫైల్స్ పెట్టాను.
అవును సార్.
అది వేరే అతనికి ఇంటర్వ్యూ చేశాను అనమాట.
అవునవును.
వర్చూసాకి యాక్చువల్గా 3 రౌండ్స్ జరిగినాయి. 3 రౌండ్స్ మీకు పెట్టాను అనమాట. అంటే చాలా ఈజీగా ఉంది ఇది. మీరు చూడండి ఒకసారి, అంటే మీకు అర్థం కాకపోవచ్చేమో. మీరు ఒకసారి తీసి క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటి జస్ట్ అట్లీస్ట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ అయినా ప్రిపేర్ చేయండి. ఏమేమి క్వశ్చన్ అడిగారు, ఎలా అడుగుతారు అనేది మీకు, అంటే ప్రాజెక్ట్ గురించి ఎలా చెప్పాలి, వాళ్ళు ఇంకా ఏమేమి అడగచ్చు, అట్లా మొత్తం అంతా మీకు ఉంటుంది అనమాట. అట్లీస్ట్ మీరు గ్రూప్ లో మీరు డిస్కస్ చేసుకుని కొంచెం ఆ క్వశ్చన్స్ అన్ని ప్రిపేర్ చేస్తే మీకు ఇంకా చాలా ఉన్నాయండి. అవన్నీ దాదాపు 20 దాకా ఉన్నాయి ఇంటర్వ్యూస్. అట్లా మీకు పంపిస్తాను. ఒక్కొక్కటి మీరు చూస్తూ ఉండండి. ఓకేనా? ఓకే ఫైన్. సో నిన్న క్లాస్ మీకు డౌట్స్ అని లేకపోతే ఫైన్. ఓకే. I'm creating a table. Create table. Transaction underscore master. Okay. So I'm creating a table called transaction underscore master, and I have different fields here. Okay. Let's say account master. Let me create account master. Account master. I have account number, account holder name, okay, account holder name, so in this table I have different columns. Let me insert a few details. Account number, let's say account underscore master, values, account number 1, let's say 1001, account holder name, let's say Rajesh, and his credit card means I'm just checking whether he is having credit card or not. If I say yes, okay, yes means he is having a credit card. Account type, okay, so account type, let's say savings means yes. If he is having savings account, it's yes. And amount, let's say 10,000. Mobile number Here is the mobile number. So I have inserted one record. Let me insert a couple of records. Account number 1002. No savings account 20,000. 1003. No savings account. So I inserted 3 records. Let me give commit. And, I have another user. Okay. Let's say let me create one user. Let me go to schema and try to create a user. So I'm creating a user. How to create a user? So you can have create statement, create user, username identified by password, or the other way is create. I mean, you can directly give grant connect resource to this particular user identified by password. Okay. Now a new user will be created, and let me configure the user. So username, password, save, test, connect. Okay. Now what I'm trying to do is, so I created a table in which schema? Jaya schema, right? But I'm trying to, Ashraf is trying to access the table account underscore master. Now, tell me whether he can able to access this table or not. Can he able to access this table? See what it is saying? It is saying table or view does not exist. So why it is saying why it is saying table or view does not exist? Because this table is not created in the schema, and one more thing is he doesn't have any permission to query the table which is owned by Jaya. Okay, so either Jaya has to give the permission to see the table, or he has to create a table with the same name in his schema. Okay, but see, let's say all the account information is maintained under Jaya schema. Okay, so all the account related information will be here. Now let's say Ashraf is dealing with credit cards. Okay, he want to collect the credit card amounts from the customers. Okay, so that is a requirement. Okay, so he wants to he needs a credit card information, that's all. Okay, let's say those persons who doesn't have a credit card, right? So the persons who doesn't have a credit card, So Ashraf will take that information and he will call the customers and ask about the he will tell about the existing offers on credit card. So he will try to sell the credit cards to these customers. Okay, clear, right? So that is the requirement. So what Ashraf will do? Ashraf will take the information from this particular schema. Like he will query this table and he will take the customers information like of those who doesn't have a credit card. So that is the requirement. Okay. So generally account master means generally it will have the customer data, right? Customer name. Okay. What are the bank balance he is maintaining? So all the sensitive information will be maintained here. Okay. So he may, I mean, sometimes in account master table, they'll have the Aadhaar card number also. Okay. Right. So what I will do, I need to give the access, right? Grant. Okay. Before telling this, I'll tell you one data dictionary view. Select star from user underscore tab underscore previews. Okay. User underscore tab underscore previews. So this is a data dictionary view. Okay. This is a data dictionary view which will maintain the privileges information. So currently I don't have any records in this table. Okay. Now what my requirement is, I'll grant select privilege on account master to stuff. So this is the syntax. The syntax is grant privilege on object name to user, okay, to user or a role. I'll tell you what is a role and all. Okay. So this is the syntax to give a permission to other user on a particular object. Now let me run this. So it is saying grant succeeded. Try to run the below query. You have a record, right? So try to observe here. This is the table. The owner of the table is Jaya. Okay. And Jaya granted a select privilege on this table to Ashraf. So grantee means the person who got the access. From whom he got the access? From Jaya user. On which table he got the access? Account master. Clear? See who populated this table. So whenever you perform any DDL operation, right? It's a DRL, right? What is this? What is grant? Data control language, right? Clear, right? So this particular table will have the information of the grants. Now go here and try to access this table. What it is saying, still it is saying table or view does not exist. Okay. So why you got this error? Because this table is not owned by Ashraf. Okay, you have to explicitly mention the schema name. Okay, you have to mention the user name. So which means this table is owned by Jaya. Now let me run this. I got the data, right? Clear? I got the information. But do I need to give the amount information? See, generally you may get a call from the like some of the customer care, right? So they'll say that so we have some credit card offers are going. So would you like to like take a credit card? Okay. So how they will, I mean, how they will get your mobile number from some other source, right? Okay. So for a credit card department, do I need to provide the amount that you are maintaining in the account? No, right? So even I don't share the account number. Okay, I'll just share the name and the mobile number. Okay, whether he's having credit card or not. Okay, so I don't want to share the sensitive information. Okay, let's say if you go to a bank and if you ask for a, let's say some person like account number and bank balance, will they give you the information? Bank people? No, right? So bank people will not reveal the sensitive information. Okay, so the same thing applies here. So in account master table, I have sensitive information. Okay, I have sensitive information. But what is my requirement? I don't want to share him all the columns. Okay, all the columns and all the rows. See, Ashraf, right? He is able to query the entire table data, right? But ideally, this record is not required, right? Because he's already having a credit card. Okay, clear? He's already having a credit card. So why should I like give this information to Ashraf? And one more thing is, why should I share this account number? Okay, and whether he's having a savings account or a current account, what is his bank balance? So I should not share this information, right? Account number, account type, and amount he is maintaining. I will share only account name, whether he is having credit card or not, and what is his mobile number. Okay, now tell me what is my requirement here. My requirement is I don't want to share all the columns and all the rows to other users. You understood the requirement, right? So what I need to share, see, this is my query. I will share only account holder name is credit card mobile, okay, from okay. I'll share only these columns, and this is not required, right? If he's having like credit card, I don't want to share. Okay, where is credit card is credit card equal to n. Okay, correct. So I want to share only this information, correct? So this is my query. Okay, so this query is having only 3 columns and a filter condition. Okay, so my requirement is I want to share this query to the other users. I will not share the entire table, but I'll share only the required information. Okay, so how can you share a like the required columns and rows to other users? Okay, so for that what you need to do is you need to create a view. What do you mean by view? Same thing. If you don't want to share all the rows and all the columns with other users, you will create a view. Clear? So that is a simple definition. What is the syntax? Create view, view name, as select statement. This is simple definition, simple syntax of a view. Create, you'll have one more thing here, or replace. Create or replace view name. Create view. See, if I put anything in square braces, right, that is option. Create view. Let's say the view name is credit card, or you can say something like v underscore required info. Okay, some name. Okay, as select statement. Okay, so before creating this, how can you check the views information? Select star from user underscore views. So this is a data dictionary view. What it contains? It contains the views information. So let me create. Currently, I don't have any records, right? This data dictionary view, I don't have any records. Now let me create a view. What it is saying? Insufficient privileges. Insufficient privileges, which means Jaya user doesn't have a privilege to create a view. Okay. See, what is this? User underscore role underscore privs. So while creating the user, we have given connect and resource, right? అదవుతుంది నేను చెప్పేది మీకు. See, while creating the user, we have given two privileges, right? Connect and resource. So at the starting class, I told you these are privileges, but these are not privileges. These are roles. Okay, user underscore role underscore privs. Okay, so connect role and resource role. So in this connect and resource, what you will have in resource, you have these many privileges. So if I grant connect and resource to any user, by default he creates session, means he can able to log into the session, and he can able to create the table, he can able to create the trigger, he can able to create the sequence, he can able to create the procedure. Okay, so if I grant these two roles, by default he can able to connect to the session, and he can able to create these many objects. Clear? See, in user underscore role underscore privs, you can able to see the privilege roles that are assigned to a user, and if you want to see the permissions inside a role, then you have to use this data dictionary view, role underscore sys underscore privs. So it contains the privileges that are linked to a role. Clear? Yes or no?
Yes, Bala.
Okay.
Bala, one more thing here, that grant all, it's give all privileges to schema.
No. See, all will, I'll tell you that, but for the time being, try to see here. So we are talking about user underscore views, right? Currently, I don't have any views, but when I'm trying to create a view, it is saying insufficient privileges, which means Jaya user doesn't have a privilege to create a view. Okay, I need to grant that. Okay, from schema, I need to grant create view to Jaya. Okay, grant create view to Jaya. So I need to execute the statement. If I execute now, and if I try to create the view, it is saying view created. Okay, view created. Now check user underscore views. Can you see here? This is the view name. This is the select statement that we use to create a view. Okay, clear? So the statement which we use to create a view will be stored under text column. Clear? Yeah, that's all. Fine. Now what I will do is, instead of giving access on the table, right, I'll give the access on this view. Grant select on this view to Ashraf. Okay, run this. Grant succeeded. Check in user underscore tab underscore proofs. You have two, right? This is a view, this is a table. Now I will not give access on table, right? Let me revoke. How to revoke? Revoke select on object name from user. Okay, the statement would be revoke, right? Revoke select on account master from Ashraf. Okay, revoke succeeded. Verify in user underscore tab underscore proofs. Okay, that permission is not there, right? So currently you are given only this view to Ashraf. Now come here and check. So if you try to run this, right, it throws it throws an error, even though if you specify the schema name, right, since you don't have any select privilege, you cannot query this table. Now let me put sorry, what is this view name? Yeah, this is a view name. Run this. You got the information, right? Clear? So why we need to create a view? What is the advantage of creating a view? The advantage is, if we don't want to share all the columns and all the rows to other users, then we'll create a view. Okay, instead of giving access on the table to other users, we'll create a view with the required columns and rows, and we'll grant the view to that particular user. So what is the definition of the view? We have two definitions. So one is this one. This is one of the definition. The other definition is user underscore views. See, in the text column, a select statement is stored, right? In the text column, select statement is stored. View is nothing but a stored select statement. Clear? View is nothing but a stored select statement. Clear? Okay, I'll give you one more example. See, see, I can clearly say that this view or whatever it may be, this object is from this schema, correct? I can clearly say that this object is owned by Jaya. This object is owned by Jaya. How I am telling? Because Jaya is the owner of this object. But somehow if I have the username and password of Jaya, right, what I can do? Ashraf can go to Jaya user and he can check the object. Okay, he can check the object and he can check the underlying select statement, and he can see the table, right, account master table, and he can go to account master and he can see the existing amount. Okay, or he can check the account number also. So let's say there is a important information like PAN card number is there, Aadhaar card number is there. Okay, so he can collect all the sensitive information, correct? Now here, what is my security here, security violation? So here the security thing is I shouldn't disclose the username. So that is my requirement. What is the what is the problem if I disclose the username? So anything can happen, right? So you can clearly say that this object is owned by Jaya. Okay, but here the issue is I don't want to disclose even the username also. Okay, that is my requirement. Clear, Ardhaman? See here, two things are there. So I don't want to disclose the username. Okay, so let me tell you how we can achieve this. So we have a concept called synonyms. 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 What is meant by synonym? Okay. Let me give you the syntax first. Create synonym name for object name. Okay, create synonym name for object name. So this is the syntax to create a synonym. So there is one more thing called public synonym. Okay, there are two things here, a normal synonym and a public synonym. Okay, I'll tell you the difference between these two, but we'll try to create the public synonym first. Okay, create public synonym. Here, so I'm going to create a public synonym for this view, and I'm giving the I'm giving a name here. Okay, let me give the same name. Okay, let me give the same name. So what it is saying, insufficient privileges. So what you need to do, you need to request DBA for creating a public synonym. Okay, create public synonym. create public synonym to Jaya. Grant create public SYNONYM. Okay, it is saying grant succeeded. Let me go to Jaya schema and try to create the synonym, public synonym. Okay, before creating the public synonym, you can able to find out the synonyms information in user underscore. Okay, you can able to find out the synonyms information in user underscore synonyms. Okay, and one more information is you can able to find out the synonyms information, I mean to say public synonyms information in okay, in user underscore objects also. I'll tell you. Okay, let me check the synonyms information. Okay, let me run this. It is saying synonym created. Okay, come here and try to query this. You're able to get that, right? So can you able to tell what is this exactly? You cannot tell whether it is a table or a view, right? You cannot able to tell. But can you able to tell who is the owner of this table? No, right? You don't have any information. And what is the advantage of public synonym? Public synonym will hide the object name as well as the username. Clear? What is the advantage of public synonym? It hides the object name and owner. Clear? See, you haven't granted any access right here. So what are the advantages of public synonym? So if you create a public synonym, all the users can access this particular object, but the user who is accessing this object, they doesn't know whether it is a table or a view. And one more thing is they cannot tell the owner of the object. జయ మీకు అర్థమవుతుందండి?
Yeah, sir.
ఓకే, ప్రియా మీకు అర్థమవుతుందా?
Yes, sir.
ఓకే, ఎవరికైనా డౌట్ ఉందా నేను చెప్పిన దాంట్లో? ఇప్పుడు డౌట్ ఎవరికి లేదా? చందన మీకు డౌట్ ఉందా?
లేదు.
ఓకే, ఫైన్. Try to check in user underscore synonyms. See, if I query this user underscore synonyms, I cannot able to see the public synonym. Go and verify user underscore objects where object underscore name equal to this particular name. Okay, so it is saying it is a view, right? Okay, it is a view. Check in db underscore objects. Okay, see, this is a view. Okay, this particular object is a view. but you have created a public synonym on this view. Okay, you have created a public synonym on this particular view. అర్థమైందండి? So all the public synonym information you can find under public user. There is a user called public. Okay, clear? మీకు ఇది కన్ఫ్యూజింగ్ ఉండొచ్చు. మీకు ఇప్పుడు ఇంకో ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చూపిస్తాను, చూడండి. ఇక్కడ మీరు 2 + 3 ఫ్రమ్, ఇక్కడ ఏ టేబుల్ వాడతాం మనం? సారీ, I want to find out the sum of these two numbers. Select 2 + 3 from which table I have to use?
Dual.
Dual. So why I need to use dual? Okay, since it is having only one row and one column, then my result will not be duplicated. That is the reason I will use dual. Okay, do you think dual is a table? Dual is not a table. Dual is a synonym. It is a public synonym. Okay, any user can access this table. Okay, I'll tell you what is this exactly. Go to sys, or you, anyways, from here also you can check. Select start from db_objects, where object name equal to dual, dual. Can you see here? See, basically dual is a table. Who is the owner of the table? Sys. Okay, what you have created? You have created a synonym on this table. Which synonym? You have created a public synonym on this dual table. Okay, that is the reason all the schemas in the database are able to access this dual. Clear? అర్థమైందండి? కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఉంది కదా, డిఫికల్ట్ ఉందా? ఓకే
సార్ ఈ రోజు కాపేసేయండి. ఇదెంత
అది యాక్చువల్గా ఐ మీన్ ఓకే, నేను ఇది ఆపేస్తాను. మీకు రికార్డింగ్ మీరు ఒక్కసారి నాకు క్లాస్ అయిపోగానే నేను ఇమ్మీడియట్గా ఫస్ట్ చేయాల్సింది ఏంటంటే, నేను క్లాస్ నోట్స్ పంపించాలి మీకు. నేను నోట్స్ పంపించట్లేదు. నాకు వన్స్ నేను లాగౌట్ అయిపోతే నేను ఇంకా సిస్టమ్ ముట్టుకోను మళ్ళీ దీన్ని. సో మీరు నాకు క్లాస్ అయిపోయినామంటే నాకు నోట్స్ ఒకసారి పంపించమని గుర్తు చేయండి. రికార్డింగ్ ఎలా నేను మొబైల్ నుంచి పంపించేస్తాను. మీకు ఇంకా క్లారిటీ రావాలంటే నేను మీకు టాపిక్ వైజ్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఇచ్చాను కదా, అదొకసారి ఓపెన్ చేయండి. సో ఈరోజు చెప్పింది మీకు నేను వ్యూస్ చెప్పాను కదా, ఇక్కడ వ్యూ అని ఉంది కదా, వ్యూ ఓపెన్ చేయండి. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ చూడండి, డేటాబేస్ ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ ఇన్ ఆర్కిల్ టేబుల్ ఒకటి ఉంది, వ్యూస్ సినోనిమ్స్ ఉంది కదా, తర్వాత సీక్వెన్సెస్ చెప్పేశాను, ఇవి తర్వాత చెప్తాను. రోల్ అంటే ఏంటి? యూస్ టు హోల్డ్ ద కలెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ పర్మిషన్స్ ఓకే ఇన్ user_roles. ఇక్కడ వ్యూ సింటాక్స్ చెప్పాను ఎలా క్రియేట్ చేయాలనేది. ఓకే, దాని తర్వాత మీకు చెప్తానండి, మీకు అర్థమైతే చూడండి, లేదా రేపేటో చెప్తా నేను. నెక్స్ట్ సినోనిమ్ చెప్పాను ఇక్కడ. వాట్ ఈస్ సినోనిమ్? ఇట్ ఈస్ యూస్డ్ టు హైడ్ ఒరిజినల్ నేమ్ అండ్ ఓనర్ ఆఫ్ ది table. It provides security by hiding the identity of the component. Okay, you have two things here. ప్రైవేట్ సినోనిమ్ అండ్ పబ్లిక్ సినోనిమ్. ఓకే, ఇది ప్రైవేట్ సినోనిమ్ సింటాక్స్. ఓకే, సో ఈరోజు చెప్పిందంతా దీనిలో నీట్ గా ఉంటుంది. ఇది ఒకసారి చూడండి. నెక్స్ట్ డిసిఎల్ చూసారు ఇక్కడ. డేటా కంట్రోల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ అంటే ఏంటి? డేటా కంట్రోల్ లాంగ్వేజ్ అంటే గ్రాంట్, రివోక్. ఓకే, పర్మిషన్స్ ఏం పర్మిషన్స్ ఇవ్వచ్చు మనం? సెలెక్ట్ ఒకటి, ఇన్సర్ట్, అప్డేట్, డిలీట్, ఆల్ ఇవ్వచ్చు. సో దాని సింటాక్స్ ఏంటి? ఓకే, పబ్లిక్. ఎనీవేస్ ఇది చూడండి, మీకు అర్థం కాదు నేను చెప్తాను. ఓకేనా, మీరు ఈరోజు చూడాల్సింది క్లాస్ నోట్స్ ఒకటి, ఈ డిసిఎల్ ఒకటి, వ్యూస్ ఒకటి. ఇవి చూడండి. నేను రేపు కంటిన్యూ చేస్తాను, ఇదే టాపిక్ రేపు కంటిన్యూ చేస్తాను. సో మీరు కనుక కొంచెం ప్రాక్టీస్